Today's Q-chord quick tip is all about where to put your left hand when playing the Q-chord. You know, everybody knows, well, it's going to go on the neck here, but I wanted to talk about fingering. That when you just use one finger or two fingers, you're doing a whole lot of hand movement, and it's difficult to actually be able to play without looking at the Q-chord's neck. The more you can get away from looking down or looking at the music, the more interpretive you can be, the more fun you can have playing music. I brought over my chord wheel because it actually tells an interesting story about the Q-chord. The chords are laid out the same way, in the same arrangement as a chord wheel. For example, right next to the C chord, you're going to see the G chord, and next to the G chord, you're going to see the D, and we're going up the wheel of fifths this way. Conversely, if you go the other direction, you're going down the wheel of fourths. The beauty of that is that if you look at the chord wheel, these three chords form very common usage in a lot of songs. That's why there's this big, thick border around them. And if I put my middle finger on the key chord, then I've got like a home base for my hand to be. And now, so then I can play the fourth, or the, F in this case, with my ring finger, and I can play the G with my index finger. Okay, so what's going to play most of the rest of the keys is my thumb, because if you look, the D minor, well, that's right there, that's easy. E minor, right there, easy to find with my thumb. A minor, right there. D is used not that often, and when it is, my index finger is going to just move over. So my index finger is not doing a whole lot of work there. Sometimes the E is also introduced. It's not as thick a border, so it doesn't show up as often, but when it does, my thumb is at the ready to just swing on up there. Now, more than just the G chord or the fifth chord, you're going to see a lot of sevenths. You're going to see a lot of G sevenths when you're playing in the key of C, and the easiest way to get to it, well, my thumb is already there. It's resting there. So I decided my thumb is going to do all of the sevenths in a given key. So it just sort of scooches all around down there. A lot of times you'll see songs moving progressions where they'll start you up here like an E minor and walk you down through the sevenths, and it's just easy for your thumb to kind of rock around, maintaining where your home is with your middle finger. Now occasionally the rules are going to get bent, and an interesting chord is going to get put into a song, and when that happens, I end up looking down. Sometimes they may introduce a flat in this, and there's really nothing I can do about it. I got to look down, poke the button, and get myself back to home base as quickly as I can, because it is interesting. It makes the song sound good. Now let's say you're working in the key of D. All right, let's look at that. Key of D, I put my middle finger on D. Well, where's the fourth? It's going to go on G, and the fifth is A, and a seventh, well, that's my thumb, once again. And the minor keys, E minor, F sharp minor, B minor, my thumb can find them easily. Now, if I have to deal with things like a diminished chord or a minor seventh, that's going to take two fingers, but I have noticed that for the minor sevenths, that's going to be my index and my thumb, because they're strong. I can get my index finger down into place quickly and then get right back into home base. And these are the ones up here to the right of my hand. Those are the ones that are going to end up with the minor sevenths. It's never going to happen behind my hand. I don't use my pinky for anything. It's not very strong, it's not very flexible, it's not very coordinated, so it just sort of sits there as sort of a balance, I guess. And that's the quick tip for the left hand.